Hello.
I started creating. It's working.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. So we are in Toronto Airport right now, waiting for our Tokyo flight. We've got some friends featured here. We've got Ashley. We've got Talia. Josie. Anyways, yeah. Oh my gosh. Stand doesn't stand. So yeah, we are waiting for our flight to Tokyo. Are you excited, Talia?
I couldn't find.
Hello. Wait, this is not the right. Is this recording? Yeah, it is. So we are in Tokyo, and we are in our hotel room.
I'm sorry, I ruined it.
They gave us bento, so we're gonna eat some food. But yeah, we're in Japan officially. That's exciting.
Dorayaki.
Look at all these Pocky flavors.
Oh my god, there's leaves.
Leaves! Wow, they have leaves in Japan. Who would have known? After our flight, we went to explore and we started with some convenience stores. I wish that we had convenience stores like this in Canada because they actually have everything you could ask for.
So, yeah, and then we'll be going right here.
Yogogi. No, it's not there.
Well, we're supposed to get... We're supposed to get...
Another thing I wish we had in Canada was Japanese vending machines. They're actually so convenient and they even have warm drinks. We were all pretty tired from the flight, but we really wanted to check out more of the city and see all the nearby shops. We came across this huge arcade and it had 7 floors. It was really funny because on the outside it looked really small, but then when you walked in on the inside it was actually really huge and then it had 7 floors. Hello! So it's our first morning in Tokyo, and we were really lucky actually that we got some time to walk around after the flight yesterday, so that was pretty cool. I think later we have lots of plans to find out more about our scheduling, and I know later today we're going to take the bullet train to Sendai, so that should be pretty fun. We're just about to go for having we're just about to go and have some breakfast, so that should be fun. We're at a hotel, so it's gonna be like a hotel buffet, but I looked at some of the stuff that looks pretty interesting. I'm kind of excited, but yeah, I'll take you over and let's look at the food. After eating breakfast, we had a briefing session about the Kakehashi project and an introduction presentation about Japanese culture, geography, and history. After all the introductions and the presentations, we headed to a mall to have lunch.
Beautiful view from here.
There it is. You can kind of see like the outline of it. The sky tree.
Oh, yeah. So cool.
Oh, there it is.
Why is she sketching the here?
at the Imperial Palace. It's very warm out today. It was so cool to visit such a historic and beautiful place in Tokyo, and honestly, even the park around the palace was just amazing. Next, we took the Shinkansen, or the bullet train, to Sendai, which is north of Tokyo. Hello, so we're on the Shinkansen. Yeah, so that'll be long. An hour. The reason I got to go to Japan was because I was one of many lucky participants in the Kakehashi project. The Japanese word Kakehashi means bridge, to symbolize the bridging between nations and cultures, and creating lasting friendships. I wanted to take this opportunity in the video to express how thankful and grateful I am to the Asia Pacific Foundation for the amazing opportunity to be a part of the trip. And thank you so much to the JICE coordinators who made our trip in Japan the best it could possibly be. The next morning we went to Tohoku University and we toured around with some of its students. Later that day we went to Tome City to meet our host families, and we went to stay with them for 2 nights. So we're at the host family right now. We just spent the night with them and had dinner. Dinner was really, really good, and yeah, they're very friendly, which is really awesome. I'm really, really tired right now, though. Kevin is also very tired. Ben is excited by the room. It's really pretty. Some futon and traditional tatami room. A sliding door. It's really pretty. I'm gonna sleep because still like super jet lagged, so yeah. In the morning we helped the host family around the farm. The farm was really big and they had a ton of cows. It was really interesting being on a farm and experiencing that sort of lifestyle. This sign says, "Welcome Canadian students." I was really excited whenever I saw something I could read. So this is a really old building from the Meiji era. Our host family took us to a traditional tea ceremony, and it was actually such a cool and interesting experience to be a part of. Itadakimasu. They had us make the matcha traditionally as well, which was really fun. I make matcha actually a lot at work, but it was so cool to make it in the traditional way, and it also tasted so good.
Good job.
Later, we went to a few museums all together. We went to an old school and got to see a bunch of older classrooms. When walking around there, it kind of felt like a place frozen in time. It was a really interesting place to walk around. After, we headed back for dinner and had my favorite meal of the trip. We had sukiyaki with wagyu beef, and it was so delicious. Every meal we had with our host family was honestly amazing, but this one was by far my favorite in the whole trip. Sugoi! The next morning, we said goodbye to our host families and went back to the hotel. We had a presentation about what we've learned so far as Kakehashi participants, and our future action plan, so we spent a few hours creating that together. After we finished all our planning for the presentation the next day, we went and had dinner together. After all of our activities were done for the day, we went to karaoke.
George is the best view.
Karaoke!
What's the first song we all want to sing?
The next day, we headed back to Tokyo and went to the Canadian Embassy. Later in the day, we toured around a little. Later that night, we had a buffet dinner, and as you can see from the food, it was really good. That night, we went all around Tokyo, but we mainly went to Harajuku to shop and look around. So Talia, it's our last day. Last full day. We still have tomorrow, but what do you think?
Sad.
Yeah. I'm a little sad too. In the morning, we went to a shrine near our hotel. It's kind of funny because our free time was in the mornings and at night after activities, so we were always staying out until curfew and then waking up early to explore. We were always a little sleepy, but it was so much fun.
I'm getting two.
I'm getting two. Oh, they look so good. I think I kind of want the mango one. Our first stop of the day was the Himari-Kyu Gardens, which was a beautiful park in Tokyo full of flowers and trees, and you could always see the Tokyo buildings in the background. We also went to the Olympic Museum. It was pretty cool, but I didn't get much footage of it. Afterwards, we headed to the Meiji Shrine. I didn't get video of everywhere we went because sometimes I wanted to be in the moment or video wasn't allowed, but this was one place that I was really glad I had my camera. The Meiji Shrine was so beautiful. So this is people's wishes, and they put it up here for them to come true. There was also a box at the shrine where you'd write a letter about your wishes for the future, and you'd put it inside for it to come true. Last night in Tokyo! Last dinner! Everyone excited? The final dinner. Everyone's sleepy. Hello. Kakehashi! We went out exploring again that last night, and in the morning we went to another museum, but then it was time for us to head home. So we are in Canada Airport. And we are leaving now. It's kind of sad, but yeah, we're going to be boarding really soon.
Not balance?
Hello. So,
Where's balance?
one word to describe the trip. One word.
One word. One really good word.
Yeah, think of one word.
Goodbye. Just amazing.
I agree.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Betcha.
You guys have really good words. I like that. Thank you. What's your word to describe the trip? Okay. And oh, what's my word? I'll go with
Mankoi.
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 Tohokuban. From Tomen City. Tohokuban. Yeah. Oh wait. One word to describe the trip. Fun. Yeah. Okay. I accept it. That's acceptable. And yeah, that's the end of the trip. At the end of the trip, the hardest part was saying goodbye to each other and all the friends we made along the way. The experience of traveling Japan with so many new friends was so amazing. I can't express enough how grateful I am to have gotten to be a part of the Kakehashi project, and I can't wait to return to Japan someday in the future.